Do you use a washcloth?
No.
Me either.
I think
disgusting.
Am I scrubbing my body with a washcloth?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I know.
You lather up your hands and then use your hands.
Washcloths are for poor people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I only have one friend use washcloths, and when she would stay with me, she'd say, "Can I have a washcloth?" And I said, "I don't have washcloths.
Yeah.
There's no washcloth. Use your hand, dummy."
I really do remember the first time I crashed at a poor friend's house, and then he handed over like a towel for after the shower, and then a bar soap, and then a little one. I go, "What's the little towel?" And he goes, "A washcloth." And I go, I threw it back at him.
The lady with the red lipstick looks so disgusted. And it's like, she didn't even have to say nothing, and I read her mind. And I kind of already got it figured out what race her friend was. And it's like, the way they are bashing what the next person grew up on is crazy to me. That's like everybody bashing somebody from a third world country who cannot afford soap. But yes, washcloths are supposed to be used for your face only, but some people do use it for their body. But it's like, I know at the same time, a lot of people will use the same washcloth for a whole week straight and not even get a new one to wash their body every day. I know when I used to use washcloths, I would have to get a new washcloth every time I took a shower. And it's like, over time, if you use one washcloth, it'll start to stink. And it's like, every time you use the same washcloth, you're collecting the dirt that's been on your body. So it's like, I don't like washcloths either. But let me tell y'all about the encounter I had with my white tee friend that left me in shock. So basically, I asked him a question. I'm like, so how do you clean your bum? And, I was like, do you just bend over and, you just let the water run through? He was like, yes. I was like, okay, how do you, use soap? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, you just get the bar soap and you just, And I'm just like, pause. You have company over. I'm going to eventually need to take a shower. Do you have another bar of soap? And he was like, no. So I just, I ended up leaving. But you get how some people really grew up doing different things? At the time, I even asked him for a washcloth, and he handed me that medium-sized washcloth, and we both just started laughing. So it's like, not everybody grows up the same way, so don't bash the next person. But I most definitely invested in some African net sponges. I even got the curl one, and it's like everybody was selling these people out because they're below $12. But they most definitely do the job. All the bacteria and dirt from your body really just goes in between the nets and gets in the drain. So you can constantly use this up to 2 years without you having to throw it away. Don't say I didn't put y'all on, because they sell these people out all the time.